Outcome 11.7, Lesson 4, Proportions. All ratios can be written as a set of equivalent ratios. This means that they are equal to each other. So for instance, 1/2 is the same amount as 2/4, which is the same as 3/6 or 4/8. Any ratio, an equivalent ratio, can be written to form a proportion. A proportion is just an equation made of two equal ratios. So for instance, 5/7 is equal to 15/21, or 6/10 is equal to 24/40. Both of those are proportions. When we solve proportions, we multiply across the equal sign to create an equation that we can solve. So in these proportions, we're missing one of the four quantities. In this first one, we're missing this one down here, and so we've put in the variable m. The goal is to figure out what number could replace m. To figure it out, we are going to multiply across the equal sign. So 24 multiplied by n is equal to, and then we're going to multiply this way across our equal sign, 15 times 8. 24 times n is just 24n. 15 times 8 is 120. To solve for n, we need to separate the 24 and the n, so we're going to divide by 24, as that's the opposite of multiplying, and we end up with n being equal to 5. In the second proportion, again, we're going to multiply across that equal sign, so 6 times x equals, multiply this way, 2 times 30. 6 times x is just 6x. 2 times 30 is 60. To get the x by itself, we want to divide both sides by 6, and we end up with x being equal to 10. Now that we've solved those proportions, we could write those as equivalent ratios by substituting in 10 for x. And so we would end up with 2/10 is equal to 6/30. Let's try two more. 2/n is equal to 8/12. So what could n be? Multiplying across that equal sign, we end up with 8 times n equals 2 times 12. So 8n is 2 times 12 is 24. We don't want to have 8n, we just want n, so divide both sides by 8, and we end up with n being equal to 3. So the equivalent ratio here would be 2/3 equals 8/12. All we're looking for is that value for n. Last example, multiplying across the equal sign, h times 1 is just h. Multiplying the other way, we have 4 times 4. So h is equal to 4 times 4 is 16. Please try solving the proportions in practice number 4.